What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I have my headphones plugged in the wrong place. There we go. Now I can hear myself. Today we are listening to Yellow Magic Orchestra. We're going to listen to the first two tracks off of their first and self-titled album, which was originally released in 1978 and then apparently in 1979 in the US. Now, as far as I know, I've never listened to anything from the Yellow Magic Orchestra. I remember hearing about them. I think I've always gotten them confused because I would always see the initials or the abbreviation YMO, and I guess I would sometimes get them confused with ELO. And I think even sometimes I probably got that confused with ELP. Not that I had ever listened to them years ago, but I just always saw those abbreviations when people would mention them for different reasons. I think they all kind of mix together in my mind. So we're going to go ahead and listen to the first two tracks. Like I said, these would be the tracks Computer Game, theme from the Circus, and Firecracker, which I guess is apparently a cover of a song by Martin Denny, who I don't know who that is. But we're going to go ahead and listen to them. I'm only familiar with Ryuichi Sakamoto and his works from and with David Sylvian, and a little bit other else from him, but not much else. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let's see what this trio brings together, which is consisting of Haruomi Hosono, Ryuichi Sakamoto, and Yukihiro Takahashi. Let's jump into it. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope I enjoy. Let's get into some good music, guys. just leading right into the next song. That was really cool to listen to, especially from a historical point of view. First of all, it was just cool. Like, I liked it a lot. I liked that a lot. The first track, which was just a prelude for the rest of the album, kind of sets you up with this electronic mayhem that we're about to be unleashed onto. And this is 1978 that this was released. When was like Atari and Galaga and all those old games first released? Because the sound effects that are used here sound like sound effects that would be used later on. And then eventually that mayhem grows into Firecrackers, which leads into, of course, the song Firecracker, which is just this really cool Eastern electronic kind of jam track. It's like they took a regular kind of rock sound and then just like put it through their own filter, this Yellow Magic Orchestra, and they put it in and it just came out with this electronic sound on the end. And I think that is so cool. And especially because nowadays in 2022, like, I had to make sure I got the year right when I said nowadays, like, you hear this kind of sound trying to come back. You have a lot of like Nintendo core and like things like that where they use the old sound effects and they use glitchy sound effects in the pop music and stuff like that. And it all, as far as I know, it all started here. This kind of sounds like a different kind of craft work. This is almost like a little more jammy, it feels like, at least from what I've heard of Kraftwerk thus far. I really like the mood that these sets you in. And still they're incorporating actual instruments. You know, it's not like it's fully just all electronic. Like, for example, you got marimba in here. Every single one of the members here are actually playing instruments. Hosono on bass, synth bass, synthesizers and production. Sakamoto, of course, on synths as well. Piano, electric piano, percussion. And then Takahashi, vocals, not on this track. Drums, electronic drums, marimba, which we did get in here, and then extra percussion. So there's a lot of elements that are coming in here. So it may sound somewhat simple on its face, but I don't think it is simple at all. It's just the way that they process it. It comes together really well and easy to listen to. Now, I am curious, and some of you may be able to let me know, but 1978, did audience think that they were hearing the future? Because yes, in one hand, you were hearing the future, but I can imagine how groundbreaking this must have sounded and how taken listeners would be by this. Because I would think that this would just be like the biggest thing. This would cause like musical mayhem on the airwaves. At least that's what I would think it would. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe some of you guys will be able to let me know the effect it had on you when you first heard it, the effect that maybe other people had when they first heard it, because I think that this would be honestly quite a sensation. Let's see if there's anything interesting going on in this track or in these two tracks that might be of interest to us. The trio were to create their own cover version of Martin Denny's 1959 Exotica melody, Firecracker, with modern electronics as a subversion of the exoticization and orientalism of the original tune, along with various original compositions, also exploring themes of Asianness, exoticization, and Orientalism from a Japanese perspective. So I like how they were kind of taking that and spinning it on its head. The album would eventually be called Yellow Magic Orchestra as a satire of Japan's obsession with black magic at the time. I have never in my life heard that. I did not, I would like to fact check that, but that sounds really, really interesting. I did not know that there was a black magic obsession in Japan in the late 70s, early 80s. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, I would love to know what you guys thought of these two tracks. You can let me know in the comments below. You can follow me in a bunch of places. Hope that you're having a lovely day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye.